Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, back again in the English Mathematics class learning video with me, Yasmin Trinta. In this video, we are going to learn about statistics. Let's watch this video carefully. What is statistics? How do you present the data? What are the measures of central and dispersion of data? And what is probability? We will discuss them one by one in this video. Statistics is a branch of mathematics, how to collect, compile, process, analyze, and present data. Statistics is divided into two, namely 1. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics focus on collecting, presenting, and describing data. The aim is to provide a clear and concise description of the exciting data. 2. Inferential statistics. Inferential statistics is used to draw conclusions or make predictions about a population based on a sample of data. Data is an amount of information that can provide an overview of a situation or problem, either in the form of numbers or in the form of categories, for example, good, bad, high, low, and so on. According to each nature, data is divided into two data, including 1. Qualitative data. Qualitative data is data that shows the properties of an object, not in the form of numbers. 2. Quantitative data. Quantitative data is data consisting of the number of object size and in the form of numbers. Data presentation is the process of organizing, summarizing, and conveying information or data so that it is easier to understand, analyze, and interpret. Data presentation consists of two, namely 1. Single data. Single data is data that contains original numbers according to data obtained from the file which is still in simple form and still not grouped into interval class. Single data usually has a lot of data, around less than 30 pages of data, so it does not require grouping. 2. Group data. Group data is data that is arranged in the form of interval class, which are usually present in the form of. The purpose of group data is to arrange it in the form of class interval to make it easier to read the data. Because group data usually has a data frequency of more than 30. Data presentation is a crucial step in information analysis, where various methods are used to summarize and describe data effectively. Data can be present in various forms, such as 1. Frequency distribution table. 2. Bar chart. 3. Line chart. 4. Pie chart. 5. Histogram and polygons. The measure of data centering is used to describe the middle or center value of a dataset. Some data centralization measures include 1. Mean. The mean is the calculated average value of all existing data. To find the mean value, we use the formula x bar equals sigma I equals 1 to n times xi divided by n, or x bar equals sigma f I times xi divided by sigma fi. 2. Median. Median is the middle value of data that has been arranged sequentially from the small data to the large data or vice versa. If the number of single data is an odd number, then the median is equal to xn plus 1 divided by 2. And if the number of single data is an even number, then the median is equal to xn over 2 plus xn plus 1 over 2 divided by 2. For group data, it is determined using the formula L plus P times N over Q minus F divided by Fa. 3. Modus. The mode is a measure of data contraction to state the most common phenomenon or the data that appears most frequently. The mode is determined by the formula L plus P times D1 divided D1 plus D2. Data dispersion measure is used to measure how far the value in a dataset are spread out from the mean or center value. Some measures of data dispersion include 1. Range. A range or span is calculated as the difference between the maximum value and the minimum value in the dataset. Mathematically, the range is expressed by the formula R is equal to X max minus X min. 2. Variance or variety. Variance is a measure of how far the data is spread from its average value. Variance is formulated with S squared equals sigma times Xi minus X bar squared divided by N. Standard deviation. Standard deviation is the root of the variance or statistical value, which is used to determine how distributed the data is in a sample and see how close the data is to the mean or average of the sample. Formula with S equal the root of sigma times Xi minus X bar squared divided by N minus 1. 4. Average deviation. The average deviation is a measure that states how wide each data value is from the mean value. Formula with SR equal to sigma times the absolute value of Xi minus X bar divided by N. 5. Quartile deviation. Quartile deviation is a measure of the spread of data that measure the variation around the median using quartile. Quartile deviation formula by SQ is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Opportunity is a measure that states the possibility of an event occurring. In statistics and probability theory, chance provides the basis for uncertainty analysis. The probability of an event A can be expressed by the formula PA equals NA over NS, where NA is the number of outcomes that support event A, and NS is the total outcomes in the sample space. 1. Addition and multiplication rules. Addition is usually used to calculate the number of possibilities that exist from several cases that can be selected or combined exclusively. Multiplication is used for several cases that can be selected, combined simultaneously, or dependent on each other. The enumeration rule formula for multiplication is usually used to calculate the number of possible arrangements or combination of several independent objects. 2. Permutation and communication. Permutation is used to calculate the number of ordered arrangements of different objects. The number of permutation of an object is defined as n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, where n is the number of objects available and r is the number of objects to be arranged. Communication are used to count the number of ways to select certain objects from a group of objects without paying attention to the order or position of the object. Communication can be calculated by the formula n factorial divided r factorial times n minus r factorial. 3. Mutually independent events, and conditional events. Mutually exclusive events are two events where there is not a single element in common between them. Independent events are when the occurrence of the first event does not affect the probability of the second event occurring. A conditional event is the probability of an event occurring given the condition that another event has occurred. We have finished the last material in this semester level, namely statistics. Don't forget to keep practicing to hone your skill. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.